your breast.
Oh shit! All right. All right. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. All right, let's begin that. By the way, I will be having random live streams. So if you guys want to know when they're coming, all you gotta do is just hit the notification bar right down. And by the way, you guys can now see the super chat. You guys can also do the super chat if you guys want to. I realized I had it disabled, and I was like, "What the fuck is up with these, man? There's some cheap ass motherfuckers up in my channel, man." Like, I'm like, "What's going on?" And the whole time it was because I didn't activate the super chat. I'm like, "Yo, I got some freeloaders in my goddamn hands, man." But it's good though. All right, so in the process of this video, if you guys have questions, just ask, right? So look, this is why women don't take you seriously. All right, is because it is. We sort of have this wrong understanding of what an attractive person really is in our heads. Just think about the template of a dude who's attractive. Just think about that, right? You're gonna automatically think of a dude who's like very charismatic, who commands attention, who is always talking, who is funny, who makes people laugh and stuff like that. And we think that making people laugh and getting people to pay attention through us doing things is what gets them attracted. In reality, it's not the case. What happens is that usually when you see a guy who's actually attractive and you have people looking at them and laughing at their jokes, in reality, they're not being funny. What's happening is that people are just laughing because they sense the person's value. They're not laughing because they're funny. They're laughing because the person has value. So you get this a lot in your job, right? Where if you go to work, there's three kinds of employees. The employees that go to work and focus on work and leave, right? The employees that are very social who goof around, and the people in the middle, right? So usually the ones that do their work and leave are the managers, right? The managers are usually the ones that they got to maintain an emotional distance from their coworkers, from their employees, right? And so that emotional distance forces them to not really interact with the whole that much. So you see people goofing around and the manager is doing work, right? And when people want to goof around with the manager says, "Nah, man, I gotta do my work." If you fuck with the manager and you do wrong, your manager would say, "Dude, you know what? Just go home, bro. Just go home." I heard that from man. I was like, "That's actually true." I'm like, "Just go home." In minimal words, just go home. Don't worry about it. Just go home. You don't. Just go home. That's how they'll fire you. Just go home, right? They're very stoic. So this is the thing: is that whenever you're trying to be that guy, usually you're gonna overcompensate. Usually you're gonna try to be funny. Usually you're gonna try to get people's attention, right? By the way, here, if you guys wanna become a Patreon member, you guys can click on that link. Usually you're gonna be goofy. You're not gonna focus on work, but rather you're gonna focus on getting people to like you. So what's happening is that you may just be playing around with your friends, but women are watching you. Women are noticing the way you interact with people. Women are noticing how much of a goofball you are. And you might think that being a goofball is funny because they're laughing, but they're not really laughing out of a reaction to your value. They're laughing because you're saying something funny, but that doesn't mean they're gonna like you. Look, man, to be taken seriously, you have to be serious about your work. To be taken seriously, you have to take your goals in your life seriously. That means when you go to work, you're focusing on work and nothing else, right? That means when you're focusing on work and people are playing around, you focus on your work. You must say, "Dude, but they're not noticing how funny I am." No. When women think of you, they're gonna say, "Oh, the Lexus, oh yeah, he's always serious, he's always focused on his work. Yeah, yeah, no, he's a cool guy." And then one day you come up to that girl who thinks you're a serious dude, who thinks that that you always focus on your work, and you're friendly to her one time. Suddenly, you're like, "Oh, no, he's actually a cool guy." They'll take you better. The point is this: you got to be more serious. I want you two guys to model a few people that I want you to think about. Go watch Marlo from The Wire. Go watch Marlo. Watch his character. Notice his character. Notice how he reacts to people. You want to implement a little bit of Marlo in your life. Just go watch Marlo. Another thing is go watch movies and books about BDSM, about masters and submissive. Notice the way the masters behave. Just pay attention to the way the masters behave. They don't goof around with their submissives, because if they goof around with their subs, they're like, "Hey, girl," she's gonna be like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Aren't you supposed to be the master? Aren't you supposed to be the dom? Why are you goofing around?" They're not gonna tell you that. They're just gonna be like, and get turned off by you. Oh, I'm like, why are there women here? Yeah, James Bond. But look, don't just don't just say I have to act like this. It's not the whole acting smooth, right? It's the overall feel. It's the I'm here for work. I'm here to do this. It's all about you being on your purpose and making that your priority. See what I'm saying? So essentially, the the way you get them to take you seriously is to take your life seriously. Take it, make your work and your hobbies your number one source of happiness, right? And when you're interacting with women, don't goof around with them. If you, like I said this yesterday, but it's very important. The reason why they don't take you seriously is because you try too hard. You try to be funny. See what I'm saying? You try to be funny. You try to be entertaining. You know, you got to stop doing that. When you're on a date, just I want you to pay attention to how you react and how you behave with people who you're not that attracted to. Just pay attention, and that's what you guys got to do. You know, let me tell you something, man. If you got to think about it like this. Imagine a teacher that you respect, and then imagine a teacher that you don't respect. What's the difference between what's the difference between both behaviors? What's the difference between a teacher you could tell that you could take advantage of, as opposed to a teacher you know you can't fuck with? What is the difference? The teacher who you take advantage is the teacher that's trying to please you, who's trying to get on your good side, who's trying to be one of the kids. The teacher that you respect is the one that's above you and says, "I'm here for work. I'm here for business." And yes, there are consequences if you don't do your work. And guess what? Even though that teacher isn't as fun, that teacher makes you emotionally react to them more. When that teacher praises you, you take that praise in with more intensity. When he scoffs at you, you feel shittier than usual. But if the teacher that you don't respect praises you, you're not gonna take you seriously. See what I'm saying? Hey, people. If you guys have, by the way, if you guys have any questions, just hit the donation button as well. You guys can ask questions, and I'll read the question. I don't know why women are the ones that donate more than the men. It makes no sense, but whatever. Um, maybe I'm not as good for you guys, but that's okay. As I said, yeah. So that's one thing is because look, man, just really pay attention to how your bosses act, right? Pay attention to the boss, like a boss that is really respected. Notice how he behaves. I could promise you that the more a boss focuses on his work, the more women will be attracted to them. Simple as that. So if you're a manager, right, and you want to get with your coworkers, it would be pretty dumb of you. But if you want to do that, then just focus on being a manager. Stop trying to flirt with your coworkers. If your coworker says, "Hey, boss, how was your day?" It was good. Anyways, you got this to do and you got this to do. You don't say, "Oh, it was good. How was your day?" You're like, "It was good." So anyway, you want her to say, "Man, this motherfucker doesn't even want to doesn't want to know how my day was. This guy is all about work." You might say, "Dude, but you're being a prude." They respect that. They respect that. See what I'm saying? They respect whenever you put your work and your creativity, whatever brings you happy, before them. They respect that. And the thing is that you have to read it. Some people don't have things that they don't really love to the point where it transcends women. I understand, right? But for example, let me give you an example. One time that happened to me where I was at a coffee shop, right? And this chick, she was, you know how you have some chargers. Let me show you this, right? You know how you have some chargers that some places where you charge it and it just fall off because the thing is like very loose, so it just falls off, right? It didn't fall off. What happened? The chick, we were close, so she just hit it by mistake. It was by mistake, right? And she was like, "I'm sorry," right? How do you usually react? It's okay, don't worry about it. It's okay. right? Think about that. Think about this. Imagine that you're the girl, right? And you drop this, and I'm working. You drop it, and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's good, man. It's good. I put that myself. Don't worry about it, right? You feel good about yourself, right? You feel good, and then let's just say I say, "Hey, so are you from around here, by the way? Get out of here. You from around here? No way, right?" You sort of like you may answer, right? But then let's say this happens. I have my things there, and then you hit it by mistake. Boom, it falls. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, and then you pick it up. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. And then I'm back to work, right? And then tell them like, by the way, you from around here? I didn't. It looks like you work in that spot. You from there? See the difference? See what I'm saying? It's completely different. It's like you're more open to me. Why? Because I was cold. You first start off cold, and then you warm up. You know what I'm saying? You don't start off warm and then you cool down. No, you start off cold. Hey, how's it going? My name is Alexis. Nice to meet you. Usually when a guy meets a girl, you're like, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Yeah, no, God, it's so funny, right? No, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Cool. All right, look. All right, I'm new. Hey, well, how's it going? I'm someone who, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Cool. Anyways, I gotta get back to work. Take care. Straight to the point. You respect that. And they take you seriously like that. I'm not saying to be a dick. That's not what I'm saying. But you gotta think about the mentality of this. She drops it. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're interrupting me. This is what I was going. You're interrupting me. The fuck, man. Pick it up. Pick it up. You're not saying that, but in your head, you're like this. And what does she feel? She's like, oh no, I made him. I offended him. She's here, and I'm here now. See what I'm saying? So you don't just say, oh, I cannot wait till somebody drops my shit. No. That means when you go into a coffee shop and you say somebody's sitting there, you don't say, hey, somebody's sitting there. You say, hey, somebody's sitting there. Thank you. You sit down. You know, she says, hey, can you watch this and so I can go to the bathroom? Okay, cool. You focus on your work. Let's say she's doing something on her laptop. You don't say, hey, is that from there? No, you're like, hey, is that from that right there? All right, cool. Cool. Like, it's not that I'm saying to be serious. I'm saying that whenever you're focused on something, right? Whenever you're focused on something and you're deeply focusing, you don't go from deep focus to like, hey, what's up? To like happiness. No, it takes you a while to go from this. So you're like, hey, you're focusing and then somebody distracts you, right? Hey, what's up, man? You're still in that state because you just came out of focusing. That's why I want you to be focused on your work. So that when somebody interrupts you, they sense that you are focusing and they can sense that they're bothering you. And that causes them to be a little bit more weary, and thus it causes them to rethink how they're going to act around you. Yeah. You see, the guy through the comment says, I caught a lady staring at me. I told her, do I know you from somewhere? Right? You don't say, hey, do I know you? No, you're like, hey, do I know you? You just staring at me. What's going on, man? Actually, that's not a good way to do it. But who knows? If that's what came to me in the moment, I would have said it. But yeah, exactly like that. It's like when, for example, let's say you get a random text, right? And a girl says, "Hey, Alexis." You don't say, "Hey, girl," LOL. You say, "Who's this?" A lot of times when you get a random text, you sort of sound friendly, just in case it's a girl. No, who's this? I don't know. How you got my number? How you got my number? Like that. How you got my number? Right? And that coldness, that hint of coldness, which your manager has, your employers have, any supervisor that's good has a hint of coldness. That hint of coldness is what makes everything is the magic, right? All right. Wild Pedro says her boyfriend is super against weed. She has invited me to smoke a few times. I deny her invites most of the time. What's the best plan for her? It's a little weird, man. I mean, if she has a boyfriend and she's inviting you to hang out to her place, ask me, is it to her place while her boyfriend is there? Answer me that question. Is he asking Is she asking you to hang out while her boyfriend's home? What's going on here? Answer that question, please. Because I'm live and I can't just be waiting for your answer, when I'm live and stuff like that. Because it's a weird question. But if you guys want answers, do what Wild Pedro did. Come on, man. Hurry up. Respond to that. You got 5 more seconds, man. And I'll just respond to your question. 5, 4. All right. We usually smoke outside. Oh, so it's her suggestion to smoke outside, right? Does she say, hey, meet me at this spot? And let me ask you this, how does she dress? Does she dress extra with clothing or provocative when she asks you to hang out? Do you notice that she makes up her hair and stuff like that? Oh, you guys work together. Invite her over to your place. You can't be in this spot of in the middle. Be forward. Right? Be forward. Invite her over to your place. Hey, let's come smoke weed at my place. If she says, hey, I can't, I have a boyfriend, it's over. You don't even take any more invites. It's over. It's over, man. Yeah, exactly. So invite her to your place alone, right? And if she says no to that, say, hey, come over. Hey, let's hang out. Bring a bottle of wine. I'll bring the weed and stuff like that. And if she says no, then fuck him and don't even try. Say no to all of her goddamn invitations. You're wasting your time if she says no to you. Hey, I had 6 Tinder dates, matches, and it's not going well. Welcome to the club, man. Go watch AMS's video on online dating. It's really good. Let me see. She wants attention from her boyfriend that she's not getting from you. If you won't smash unless you're forward. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be forward, man. And if she says no, then don't be directly mean. Don't say no to her invites, but just be indirect. In other words, you know how women treat you when they don't like you, but they don't want to say no to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, yeah, sure, I'll hang out, and the last second you flake. Stuff like that. Oh, this is actually really good. Look at this. It says, my girl was late for the date. I scheduled at 1, but she took an extra hour. I told her the date was off. After that, she never spoke to me again. Good for you. Good for you. But the fact you're telling me that she never spoke to you again, did you ask her? Did you like double text her? Because if that's the case, dude, like it's over. It's over. What's the easiest way to get ahead? Just ask. Simple as that. Just ask. Honest to God, just ask. And if she says no, then it's a no. But what you could do though is if just ask. And if she says no, then she ain't give you a head, bro. She's not that attracted to you. What you gotta do with those girls is you gotta push them away. You gotta withdraw at one point, or wait for her to withdraw and come back, right? So when she leaves or withdraws and comes back, you say, hey, I don't like the way you did that. How you gonna make it up? And then she says, how can I make it up? And then you say, you're gonna have to suck my dick all weekend. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's the best way to do it. When she pulls away, that's your chance. So that when she comes back, you say, I don't like the fact that you pulled away like that. How you gonna make it up? Or just make an excuse, create an argument, like create any argument, right? And then blame it on her. And then say, hey, look, man, I didn't like the way we've been interacting lately. How you gonna make it up? And if she's not willing to make it up, then it just means that she doesn't like you. You just move on. But that's an extreme though, because you're telling me how do you get a girl to do that? Let me see. No, man. Like the easiest way to get it is you just ask. Hey, can you suck my dick? You just ask. They'll say yes or no, and it's okay. If she says no, that's fine. Come on, man. Come on. You can still fuck her. So what's going on here? How long should you hold on to the serious masculine frame? I'm a jokey dude. Your boy want to laugh and enjoy himself, bro. Man, I'm sorry, man. I don't know how to tell you, man. But if you're goofy at a 100, at least keep it at a 50. You got to control yourself. What you're telling me is you just don't know how to control yourself. You have a lack of control. Let me see. All right, 1 second, people. All right. All right. Oh, cool. All right. Let me see. I'm about to leave soon. Never. All right. You and AMS and Alicia Long are helping me so much. No problem, man. No problem. And that's how the cookie crumbles, man. Let me see. Damn, guys, don't donate shit compared to. I know, right? That's crazy. That's fascinating because it's kind of like the women. And again, that's not a bad thing, but I just find it weird. It's kind of like the women are the ones that earn the least and they donate more, which is, I don't know. It's seriously very interesting. I understood yesterday because I had the what you call it, the super chat disabled, but like it's weird. I don't know. Like it's weird. When AMS be doing it, it's like everyone's doing it. Everyone donates to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good, perhaps. No, I'm not crying, people. I'm not crying. How do you get over someone? You just gotta focus on your purpose, man. You gotta. For me, for example, what I do when when the girl dumps me, I just say, how can this be a benefit? How can this be a positive? How can I gain? How can I gain something from this? That is a question that I ask myself when a fucking bitch dumps me. Yo, I'm meeting some girl tomorrow at her spot. What's the best way to seduce and hit it tomorrow? All right, so it's a good thing you meet her at her spot, right? Sit down and notice where she sits. First step, right? Is find a place to sit and sit down. If you're sitting in the couch, sit in the middle. Actually, just sit in the corner, right? And notice where she sits. If she sits far away, that's fine. But after 20 minutes, just say, hey, come here. Come sit closer to me. After 20 minutes, just say, hey, come here. Come sit closer to me. If she doesn't come to you, now you go to her. If she doesn't come to you and sits closer to you, then nothing's going to happen that day, bro. Nothing's going to happen. So sit where you're going to sit. And then she's not going to sit super next to you unless she's making it obvious. But sit down, notice where she sits, and then after 20 minutes, ask her to sit next to you. And then when she sits next to you, 10 minutes later, go for the kiss. And now you might say, how do I go for the kiss? All right, this is what you do. First of all, she's already sitting next to you. That's good, right? Usually when people donate, if you stop mentioning, hey man, I'm sorry, dude. I mean, I mentioned Robert Greene, I mentioned Eckhart Tolle, I mentioned Leonardo. I talk about people who are of help, Anyway, so when she's with you, when she's sitting down next to you, all you gotta do is just be like, hey, you got something right here, like her hair, like, yeah, you got something right here, and notice her reaction. Does she go like that, or does she let you do that? See what I'm saying? So just go like that. Notice if there's any flinching or any tension, right? That's the first step. You passed. Next thing, just be like, oh yeah, anyways, get out of here. You're so adorable. No, don't say you're adorable. You're like, get out of here. Like, get out of here. Like, like playful. Find a way to go like that. Like, get out of here. And see what happens as your hand get closer. Does she pull away, or does she stay still? Right? Right. And then once you do that and she stays still, right? Then just go for it anytime you want. It's not, nigga, Alexander, it's not a fucking lot of work. Just go like that. You got something right there. She doesn't move. Good. Then the next step is find an excuse to touch your face. Oh, look at you. Is that a beard you have right there? You just touch it and see if there's tension. If there's no tension, then just go for it after that. It works for me. Or you could go mystery style and just ask the girl, would you like to kiss me? If she says maybe, then you just say, well, let's find out. If she says no, and then you just say, well, it just looked like you had something on your mind. If she says yes, then go for it. Simple as that. All right, Viper says, $5 donation, thank you. He says, um, when a girl says she loves you but needs time to think because she's not used to those emotions, do you give her time and mess with other girls? Yeah, give her time and mess with other girls. Yeah, because she's not ready, bro. She's not ready. Just keep banging her and stuff like that. But just let her, just say, hey, look, man, don't worry about it, man. You could just say, hey, man, don't worry about it. Take your time. You can keep seeing as many people as you want. You're creating jealousy when you say that, because when you give her permission to see other people, you're essentially saying, I could see other people. And if she doesn't mind, that, then you're good. But if she's doubtful, don't ever wait for somebody. That's the best way to get butt hurt. Don't ever wait for somebody. Wait a minute. No. Tim Gray Gotti says, go 90% and let her do it 10. Nah, fuck that shit. Go 100%, man. Let her reject you. How do I bring up experimenting with my girl, like public sex? All right, I mean, okay, I got you. You just ask her. For example, if you guys want a little game that you guys can play, I call it dick sitting. I'm like, yo, have you ever done dick sitting? She's like, yeah, what the hell is that? I'm like, well, it's we hang out and you wear a skirt and we go to bars and we go to a park and you sit and you sit on my dick. Nobody could tell that we're doing anything, and and then after a few minutes we go to another bar, and then after that bar we go somewhere else, and you sit on my dick, and then we go somewhere else, and it's fun. You just find out. I mean, if she's into it, you just gotta bring it up. That's all. You just bring it up. I mean, if you're shy to ask that, I mean, you could be young, but essentially you just ask. Just ask. Like I said, a lot of things is all about asking, keeping it simple. Would you like to suck my dick? Would you like to go out? Would you like to sit on my dick? Stuff like that. You just ask, you know? Is there anything in the art of seduction that you don't agree with? I mean, that's a good question, actually. Let me see. I agree with a lot of things. The things that I don't agree with is like the feminine dandy. Those things are fun, but I don't know, man, because like the one is like the feminine dandy. I've seen guys who are feminine that get women. I've seen them. But is that the most optimal way? I don't know. I mean, now, man, I pretty much agree with almost everything in that book. Like, I really do agree almost everything in that book. So I can't think of anything that I disagree with. Where is the balance between being dominant and being a full empathy? Well, look, man, it's all about getting what you want, right? But knowing when to stop. It's kind of like when you could be a dom and you have your sub, but when your sub says, hey, I don't want to keep going, you're being a dom, right? That's her role. But when shit gets real, like when something real happens and she really feels depressed or she really needs support or you being really mean, then come on, man, don't be a dickhead. Let's say, hey, what's going on? You feeling good, man? I'm not. It's come on. If you're being a dom and then you all of a sudden act empathic, if you genuinely giving her the impression of that, when you act empathic, actually, it gives you more personality. It gives you more range to your personality. So it's not a bad thing. All right. I think I'm really hungry right now, so I'm about to leave soon. Says, wait a second, Alex. Robert Greene is a genius. Sorry, AMS is in that category. I mean, all right, she's a woman. All right, okay. All right. I was like, all right, I guess, dude. I mean, but then I saw I think I saw that the person commenting is a woman, and I'm like, okay, all right. She's just being a girl. She's mad at home revealing the secret. All right, whatever. Okay, hey, bro, nice to see you live. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. All right, man. I'm about to leave in 30 seconds. If nobody asks a question on the donation in 30 seconds, I'm out. This is where you guys, if you guys want to support me and ask questions there, support me on Patreon. You guys can also ask questions. And damn, Evelyn, you too. Thank you for the donations, man. Oh, by the way, look, Oh, not yet, not yet. I'm coming up with a new course. It's called Dark Game, right? I should be posting them for tomorrow. It's the pre-sale. I'm gonna start the pre-sale tomorrow for Dark Game. So tomorrow you're gonna get a. I'm gonna make a video introducing you to the course, and it's pretty much not just about the dark aspect of game, but how to implement the things that I also learned in this year. All right, so it's gonna be good. Um, Let me see. Yo, fucking Evelyn, man. One second, people. I'll be back. I want to get some tomatoes. I'm not tall, man. I'm 5'10". I'm not tall. Add PayPal as your payment option. I do have PayPal as a payment option. Exactly, Michael. 5'10". Mm-hmm. No, it's because look, this because it's looking up, so I look tall. You know, I'm not really that tall because you guys see here, there's the door frame, right? So it does make me look tall. My girl seems to be down for sitting, like you said. Hey, man, you gotta ask, man. Let me tell you something, man. When it comes to threesomes and anything like that, just ask. Just ask. In fact, the sooner you ask, the better. You don't want to be 1 year in the relationship and then you ask for it. No, be like 2 weeks into it, or even on the second date. Or nah, I do that, but just ask, you know. And when you ask, she'll tell you, you know, like how she is and stuff like that, and if she into it, yeah, just ask in the beginning, man. Let me see. Let me see if there's any more questions here. Let's see. What's up, Dawson? How's it going, man? I'm going to buy her some lingerie soon for her birthday. All right, that's a good gift. That's a good gift. Lingerie. I keep saying lingerie. Lingerie. Why is it called lingerie? You know, it sounds like laundry. You know, it's a weird way to say it and spell it. Fucking Jessica, Evelyn with the $20 goddamn donation, man. Ask a question so that at least I can have something to talk about. Email a bunch of email. How about I sign up for a newsletter, but only get email strategies for women, not a man? Oh, you're that dude. Yeah, dude, you're part of the email strat. You're part of the email for women. My bad. I mean, I'm gonna start making a newsletter for men. I just gotta be disciplined with that. That's the thing. So I'll let you know. I'll let you know. You guys will see a link to a newsletter for men soon. Let me see. Would you say sometimes of neg is mandatory whenever you validate a chick? Yeah. Actually, if you validate her, like if you compliment her, you gotta give her a little backhanded compliment with that. You know, like for example, what's a nice little backhanded compliment? For example, it's kind of like for example, I usually when I meet a girl on a date, I always say, oh wow, you're different. You look different from your photos. She's like, oh, okay. I mean, is that a good thing? Yeah, it is what it is. It's not bad. Anyways, change the topic. Actually, that's not even a compliment. But every compliment should have at least a backhanded compliment or go cold afterwards. In other words, if you compliment her for the next 5 minutes, act cold to overcompensate. You have to. I'm sorry, man. What if you're struggling to find your purpose and passion? Watch my last video on how to find your purpose. It's one of the last two videos. Or read the book Mastery by Robert Greene. But to give you a quick response to that is this. Actually, let me show you this.
Origins. You must dig for signs of such inclinations in your earliest years. Look for its traces in visceral reactions to something simple, a desire to repeat an activity that you never tired of, a subject that stimulated an unusual degree of curiosity, feelings of power attached to particular actions. It is already there within you. You have nothing to create. You merely need to dig and re-find what has been buried inside of you all along. If you reconnect with this core at any age, some element of that primitive attraction will spark back to life, indicating a path that can ultimately become your life's task.
All right, look, let me show you more audios that talk about that. But this talks about finding your purpose. Let me show you.
Not comply with something deep within you.
Let me show you.
To your origins.
1 second, all right? 1 second. Where is that part? I talked about finding your purpose. 1 minute. That's not it. Here it is. Here it is. 1 minuto.
Your origins. You must dig.
Where is it? Because when it comes to when you struggle finding your purpose, that just it's already there. You already know what to do, but you have conflicting thoughts that come from outside of you, and you got to learn how to isolate your true inner voice. You know.
If you are excited and obsessive in the hunt, it will.
Wait, where is it? One more. Let me try one more, because I wanna send you that. 1 second, okay, people, be patient.
First, it is essential that you begin with one skill that you can master, and that serves as a foundation for acquiring others. You must avoid at all cost the idea that you can manage learning several skills at a time. You need to develop your powers of concentration and understand that trying to multitask will be the death of the process. Second, the initial stages of learning a skill invariably involve tedium. Yet rather than toughing this inevitable tedium, you must accept and embrace it. The pain and boredom we experience in the initial stage of learning a skill toughens our minds, much like physical exercise. Too many people believe that everything must be pleasurable in life, which makes them constantly search for distractions and short-circuits the learning process. The pain is a kind of challenge your mind presents. Will you learn how to focus and move past the boredom? Or like a child, will you succumb to the need for immediate pleasure and distraction?
See, but that's not it. I got more.
You possess a kind of inner force that seeks to guide you toward your life's task.
Now look, this is, okay, I got it.
Meant to accomplish.
This is how, if you struggle finding it, this is how you do it, right? Again, go read the book Mastery, Chapter 1. Beautiful. It's a masterpiece, but check it out.
Kind of inner force that seeks to guide you toward your life's task, what you are meant to accomplish in the time that you have to live. In childhood, this force was clear to you. It directed you toward activities and subjects that fit your natural inclinations, that sparked a curiosity that was deep and primal. In the intervening years, the force tends to fade in and out as you listen more to parents and peers, to the daily anxieties that wear away at you. This can be the source of your unhappiness, your lack of connection to who you are and what makes you unique. The first move toward mastery is always inward, learning who you really are and reconnecting with that innate force. Knowing it with clarity, you will find your way to the proper career path and everything else will fall into place. It is never too late to start this process.
Beautiful. Let me see there's more.
You possess a kind of inner force.
I'm going to keep showing you more clips.
You possess a kind
of because it is what you guys need, you know. One second.
You possess a kind of.
See, I saved that section so many times.
You possess a kind.
Fuck, man. All right, let me see. There's another one. All right, how about this one?
The childlike spirit of master's life.
Okay, here's one.
Understand, we all possess an inborn creative force that wants to become active. This is the gift of our original mind, which reveals such potential. The human mind is naturally creative, constantly looking to make associations and connections between things and ideas. It wants to explore, to discover new aspects of the world, and to invent. To express this creative force is our greatest desire. And what kills the creative force? Again, what you guys gotta do is just read the book Mastery by Robert Greene. It's going to talk about everything you guys need to know, you know? Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Oh, sorry, I'm reading an email that I got when talking to you guys. Nice. Somebody purchased my online book club. Cool. How can you come back from no contact? You gotta let her contact you. Simple as that. You gotta let them do the contacting. You know. How do you deal with confident girls? What do you mean confident girls, man? With the girls that look confident? I mean, that's already a problem right there. You're really thinking that they're amazing. I mean, you gotta treat them like any other girl. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. It's not that they're confident; they just don't like you. You know, just because somebody rejects you, don't mean they're confident. See what I'm saying? So it's very difficult for us to really understand that logically that just because somebody doesn't like us doesn't mean that they're cool. You know, that's why when that's it's kind of like the grass is green on the other side. I remember, man, the hottest girl I've ever been with in my life. Oh my gosh, she's so fucking bad. Holy shit, so hot, so smoking hot. Jesus Christ. Anyways, online, when you look at her online, she's so bad, but when you meet her in person, she's still fucking bad. I mean, even hotter in person. If you can even say that. I mean, it was fucking mind blowing how hot and sexy this girl was. She was boring as shit in person, man. Like she was just on her phone the whole time, you know. And so, you know, like you got to know the reality that most people, the things you feel about them, you just create that in your own head, not because they really are that, but because maybe you feel needy, or maybe you never had a hot girl. So as a result, when you see a hot girl, you sort of give her more than she really is. It's kind of like when you're hungry and you haven't eaten for 60 days. Even a fucking cockroach would taste good if you haven't eaten for 60 days. You know, so if you're really needy, really unhappy, you meet a girl, and suddenly you're gonna start projecting. And it's almost like your taste buds, because your taste buds haven't eaten, everything tastes good. So because your emotional needs are not met, everyone is interesting, everyone is awesome, everyone's life is better than yours. You know? What's the fundamental in your opinion? I don't know. It depends on the field. But the fundamentals are, you know, they're fundamentals when they look simple. The fundamentals are simple things that people don't want to do. Find the simplest exercises, and those are your fundamentals. Like in basketball, what's the most important drill in basketball? Anyone who plays basketball, you know what's the most important drill? Get the ball, get 2 feet under the basketball, and just learn how to shoot the ball with one hand. Not 20 feet away, but 2 feet away. Get this rhythm going. Get really good at that. Sometimes you might shoot and you might go like that by mistake. Sometimes you might shoot and your wrist releases it like that. Then sometimes you get it perfect and releases like that. But sometimes you get this perfect, but your wrist is like that. But this is the key. Then you put 2 hands, right? And then you learn how to shoot, dribble, shoot, dribble, shoot, dribble, shoot. You do crossover, shoot. But what's a fundamental? What's a real move here?
this. This always starts with this, right? So, and most people don't want to do that, right? They don't want to do the simple drills, right? Yeah, I tried DMT. I did ayahuasca in Colombia. Let me see. 1 second, people. 1 second. Right? Make sense, people? All right, let me see. How do you deal with stalkers? I don't know, man. I mean, threaten the cops. I don't know. Tell her to stop doing it. You know, or tell her you love her. that usually turns women off. The hell? Oh, cool. 1 second, people. 1 second. All right, 1 second. One second, people. Okay, let me see. Because I'm actually trying to get a room. Oh shit, trying to get a room for it and stuff like that. Since the post expired. Okay. All right. So let me see. I'm about to finish this right now because I gotta go get some food and cook. All right. If there's any more donations, if there's not, you guys can go to this site and become a patron. Again, Patreon members could if you're a member on Patreon on that, you're able to ask questions and get videos done based on those questions, right? So let me see. What's your opinion on long distance relationship? I mean, they're good, but don't really put too much mind to it, man. They're decent, but don't get attached. You gotta be. The problem is that sometimes you don't have options, and suddenly you have the hottest girl you ever had who likes you but lives 300 miles away. So go for it if that's the case. I'm not gonna tell you to not go for it, especially if she's the hottest girl you ever been with. But I would relax a little bit. What are the top 3 signs that a woman is manipulating you? That's actually a very good question. I'm making a video about that tomorrow. 1, the feeling of guilt, right? 2, hot and cold, inconsistency. Her words don't match her actions. What else? And 3, you're giving more than she gives. There you go. Yeah, best turn off. Just be nice to her. Exactly. Like call her every day. You know, tell her how much you love her. Text her every day. How do you stop yourself from coming too soon? Think of a grandma. That's what grandmas are for. All right. Grandmas are there to help you not come. So whenever you're having sex and it's like it's you're digging her down and it's deep inside and your dick feels like it's about to explode. Just think of grandma. That's all you got. Just think of grandma. Think of grandma just chilling and stuff like that. And suddenly you're gonna have more endurance. I can promise you. Girl with a man keeps hitting me up at night, asking to hang out. What does she want? People, I can't believe I'm sure I'm not bothering. I'm not bothering. People, I can't believe I'm reading this. A girl wants a man. Girl with a man keeps hitting me up at night to ask to hang out. I don't know if he's joking me, man. He's playing around. I don't know. What does she want and what do I do? P.S. Her man lives in a different state. Nigga, you're trolling. You just fucking trolling. That's what you're doing. You're trolling. You're trolling. You're trolling. Yeah, exactly. He's trolling. There's no fucking way that this dude is being real. But you know what? He asked the question, so whatever, man. Look, man, you gotta be a good person and not do that. You gotta tell her, look, man, I don't think it's appropriate. You have a boyfriend who's a state away, and I just feel like it's spiritually the wrong thing to do, and I think you should be with your man and be happy, and I can't, I just can't get along. I can't do this, so say no to her and don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not right. It's not right. Fuck out of here, man. Bro, man, you go fuck her to sleep, all right? Go, do what you gotta do, all right? Yeah, right. What's funny is that the chick that I was talking about, the really hot one, she had a boyfriend, and who was in the army. Yeah, careful, dudes. Don't go to the army, or else your girlfriend's gonna get dicked down when you leave. I can promise you that. Yeah, $5 troll. I like those kind of trolls. I don't mind the trolls that give donations. That's cool. If you feel a girl wasn't attracted to you after the first date, what do you do? Well, first of all, always ask her back to your place. It doesn't matter if she didn't even act interested. Ask her back to your place, because maybe she doesn't like you, but she just wants to fuck you. It's kind of like, dude, like, I just want to fuck, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, can you just invite me back to your place? Like, hurry up. You may never hear from her. Let's say the date went bad and you never heard from her. Wait a week and then text her, hey, let's get a drink. And if she doesn't text you, then fuck it. You never had her. Is AMS my idol? Nah, man. My idol right now is Michelangelo and Leonardo and Robert Greene. Those to me are people who I deeply admire, particularly Michelangelo. That dude was mind blowing. Should I try to game a coworker? No, focus on your job. Focus on your work. Be serious about your work, right? Don't goof around like all the other coworkers do. When you don't goof around, you automatically stand out. You stand out as that man who's here to work, and women will notice that. They just will. People are always observing people. See what I'm saying? You gotta trust that. Still though, I don't give a fuck. Like you focus on your work. I don't care what that is. You just focus. And if she wants to talk, say I can't talk now. Or keep your words to a minimum. Be friendly when your shift is over. That's when you're friendly. But when you're working, be serious. Show a different side to you. When you're done working, then just be chill. But when you're focusing on work, you want them to see that side of you. Yo, I got a girlfriend like 6 months ago. Follow your advice. Thanks, bro. Hey, man. That's how it is. How to stop being easily jealous? Oh, man, that's you got to get laid more. That's what you got to do. You got to meet more women so that you can see that that women ain't shit. You got to see, because right now you might think that they're special. That's why you're getting jealous, because you think they're valued more than that. Nah, bro. Once you're with a girl, you see her true value. I'm not saying she's shit, but you see her true value. You see what I'm saying? So you're getting jealous because you think she's a fucking princess. Nah, man. Once you see the reality of what women really are, you're never going to be jealous. You're going to be amused, in fact. Amused. How to make a girl jealous? I mean, look, man. It's. I mean, go watch one of my videos how to make a girl jealous. That's there's different ways to do it. I mean, because that's a long answer and stuff like that. So just watch that. I've really been doing this for 53 minutes. I'm tired right now, so I'm doing this for 7 more minutes and complete it. Unless people donate, but outside of that, like it's a long question. How would you rank Robert Greene's catalog? I mean, what do you mean rank? I mean, I think he's amazing. I think, to me, his books will be read hundreds of years from now. I mean, the 48 Laws of Power, the 32 Strategies of War, Mastery. Come on, man. Like, and then Laws of Human Nature. Those are all works of geniuses, man. Those are all works of geniuses, all of them. All right, let me see. One second, people. I'm checking out an apartment that's for rent, because today is the last day that I'm gonna be here. So, so I gotta find a spot today, or else I'm going the empty rooms, pics of the room for rent, or else I'm gonna be homeless. And you guys don't want a homeless Alex, right? I don't think you guys want a homeless Alex. All right. Where I'm going, I don't know, somewhere in the area. somewhere. Should you flake on here? I don't recommend you flaking on women unless you're on a date with another girl and you have options. I mean, it, who cares? You should be to the point where you don't care, you know. But like that, I need more context, you know. Are you a Sagittarius? No, I'm a Virgo. How do you lose your V card as soon as possible, bro? As soon as possible. We all know the answer to that. Go to Mexico or go to Colombia, and it's cheap to go to Colombia. It's like 200, $300 back and forth, United States. Go there for like 2 days, get a hostel, $10 hostel, and then go to one of those spots. And you just go there and they're high, and then you can pick two if you want to. You can pick two girls, and it's affordable. It's like, how much is it? It's like $50. And then if you want two, you could double the price for 100. Yeah. Let's see. It says, there's Alex, so many dating coaches. Who should we trust? I like AMS. He's good. RSD is good. They're pretty good, but you got to be into pickup. But they're really good. Who was is good? That's it. Those are the only ones I would watch. You know, I don't really. I'm very picky with people who I watch. So I just watch those two, AMS and RSD sometimes. Not anymore, but yeah. Todd V. Todd V. I was thinking of RSD though. I was thinking of RSD, but Todd. The books to read. You motherfuckers ain't donating for shit, man. I'm about leaving 4 minutes. The books for me will be every Robert Greene book, starting with Mastery. Mastery is the number one book for me. After Mastery, surprisingly, the next one is the 33 Strategies of War. That one's mind blowing. After that, the Art of Seduction. After that, Power. After Power. After I don't know. I gotta really think about that. But yeah, outside of Robert Greene, I would go with books called Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. By the biography of Arnold Schwarzenegger called Total Recall. The biography of Leonardo da Vinci by Michael Walter Isaacson. The biography of Michelangelo called The Agony and the Ecstasy. It's mind blowing, incredible. What's the one called? Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins in terms of self-help. Yeah. So what are the signs that she was manipulating? I already talked about that. Feeling guilty. She never takes blame, and you're always the one doing the chasing, and her words and actions are not aligned. There's a lot of talking but no action. I know Zamperium, Alabaster Girl. I like him, but I don't know. So he's a little boring to me. If a girl has high interest and I ghost forever, I will run into her. Would she be interested in a way? Maybe. It depends on her self-esteem, or it depends on her past. It depends on where she was in her life, you know? All right, some of my friends get noticed more than me, even though I'm taller and better looking. Then maybe it's your body language, man, or your body language. It could be anything, you know. It could be absolutely anything, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. I think it's over, people. How to deflower aversion? You do that shit yourself. I'm not down for that. I'm not a fan of that whole the virgin it fetish. I don't. I'm like, nah, man. I don't want to. I don't want brand new sneakers. I want sneakers that's been on the streets. Brand new. I don't know, man. Not a good analogy, but it's just too much like catering and shit. And most likely they won't know how to suck it. They would most likely. Still, I'm good, man. You do that shit yourself. I'm not into that. Do you smoke weed? Nah, I don't smoke weed. How often do you smoke weed? I smoke weed. I smoke weed like 3 times a day sometimes. Um, Girl showed interest and lost it instantly. What the fuck did I do? I'm 16. She didn't like you, bro. She didn't like you. She didn't like you. So let it go, bro. Let it go. Um, Let me see. Yeah, thank you for having on the street. That was a horrible analogy. All right, man. Yo, you guys be safe, man. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a live stream around this time. So peace out, man. Oh, if you guys want to support the channel, here's the Patreon link again. And if not, yeah, take care, man.